Now that we've gone over the hardware, let's take a look at the software. GMS is divided into approximately 5 main areas. Some of the finer details will be covered in the next software lesson, but I'm just going to go over some of the software features that are more related to an online system where we have hardware. So the biggest part of the software is the workspace area. So the workspace is in the center. This is where we keep any data. So image data, spectral data will all go in workspaces. You can have multiple workspaces to keep things organized. At the top, we have a menu bar. The details of the menu bar are going to be covered in the software lesson, so I won't go into that now. Over on the left-hand side, you can see we have this microscope system palette. So the microscope system palette allows us to interact with the microscope. We can do things like open the gun valve, change the flue screen position to raised or lowered, see the magnification, see the optics mode. We can also select any of the Gatan detectors or hardware and do things like change the filter mode and so on. Over to the right-hand side, you see that we have this column which is called Technique Manager. So we have 4 groups of techniques: TEM, STEM, Analytical TEM, and Data Analysis. Everything in the TEM group of techniques relates to TEM imaging, STEM, scanning imaging, and then Analytical TEM is anything where we get an analytical signal. So that loosely relates to anything to do with the GIF. So EELS, FTEM, 4D STEM, and also covers EDS. The data analysis group of techniques is really for offline processing or things that we might want to do to data after we have gone through the acquisition process. So I'll just jump into one of the techniques to show you how they're organized. So to enter a technique, we just left click. So I'm going to enter the TEM imaging technique. You can see then we have a group of palettes that relate to TEM imaging. So we have the GIF camera palette, allows us to do live view and capture with the camera, auto tune, montage, and then we have some video plugins at the bottom. If we want to leave a technique, you just need to left click on this small little icon that looks like a house at the top, and that goes back to the root menu for the technique manager. Let's have a look at how the STEM SI technique differs from the TEM imaging technique. So I left click on STEM SI, ask me if we should be in STEM mode, but for purpose of demonstration, I don't need to do that. Now look at the palettes that we have here. We have scan, spectrum imaging acquisition, camera, and then we have things that relate to spectroscopy, so EELS, EDS. And then at the bottom, more analytical and processing things like EELS analysis, quantification, and color mix. We'll go into all of those in later lessons. The general rule of thumb with any of the techniques is that you work from the top to the bottom. So anything to do with live view is generally at the top. Kind of your main kind of capture things tend to be in the middle. So here we have spectrum image acquisition, and then processing and visualization tools tend to be at the bottom. Apart from the technique manager, we have this kind of area at the bottom of the software. So we have an output window, gives us information about what the software is doing, an image browser, which allows you to find images if you have any open, and then we have a script debugger.